What's up? This is Vincent Hayes, and today I'll be talking about a new fix and flip project that I'm starting in a few weeks. My goal with this video, and others like it, will be to discuss the reason for doing a project like this one and the fundamentals behind why it should be profitable. I'll do many videos like this one as I go from project to project to give insight into how I source the deal, write an offer, and secure financing. Hopefully this will show you the thought process on fix and flips and how to properly set your expectations with your investment opportunities. The primary goal with projects like this one is to minimize your risk by purchasing at a comfortable purchase price that allows you to make money regardless of what comes up during renovation. This is a common sense type of a point, but sometimes can be overlooked when you fall in love with a property or you're anxious to get into your next deal. All investment decisions should be emotionless, and data should drive all of your assumptions. I can't stress this enough, no matter what the underlying asset is for the investment opportunity. At this point in the market cycle, a big challenge in the Bay Area is lack of inventory. When there are fewer promising opportunities available, I began looking at less ideal properties that can provide a return even if it's less than what I would like. My starting point in the search was to find properties that were sitting on the market for more than 45 days. In Oakland, the average days on market are around 26. So anything sitting for 45 days or longer has one of two issues: bad location or poor pricing strategy. This property had a little bit of both. The property was listed for $750,000 when it hit my radar. This amount was still too high for me, considering that it only has about 1,000 square feet of living space based on tax records. The other issue with the property is that it's located under a freeway overpass and next to a manufacturing facility. One might say that I should run from a property like this, but it has a couple of good selling points. The great thing about the property is it's located very near a well-to-do area on the Oakland-Berkeley border, and it's in close proximity to a neighborhood where comps are selling for over $1 million. This makes me feel comfortable because it may not sell for that price, but with proper updates, it could get close. It's currently being used as a rental, and the owner has taken care of most of the major issues for a property like this one, considering age and use. So after viewing the property, I decided that it was a good fit and began crunching the numbers. The goal of the fix and flip investment is to ensure that the acquisition price and all renovation costs will total up to no more than 70% of the after repair value. If your numbers can pencil out in this fashion, most private lenders will at least give you their attention. The first task with the property was to determine which improvements to make and how much I'll spend. When making these assumptions, I consider the other houses in the neighborhood that have recently sold for at or above the price that I'm looking for. Then I make note of the improvements or aesthetics of those properties to determine the look that my opportunity will need to get a good purchase price. Since there are no issues with the hardwood flooring, I've got minimal road noise inside of the property, and all the other elements in the home are in decent shape, my goal will be to provide aesthetic updates. That means primarily renovating the kitchen, bathroom, and unpermitted living space below the main living area. The kitchen and bathroom renovations are standard, but giving the unpermitted area a clean and somewhat polished look will also allow a buyer to use it like a basement or potential rental space, which is ideal in the Bay Area for small homes like this. It gives a buyer an ability to use the space as is or rent it at below market rates, considering it's not permitted. If rented, the income can be treated like a mortgage subsidy and lower the total cost of ownership. For the acquisition, the type of loan that I'll use will cover 90% of the purchase price and 100% of the renovation costs. In this case, it will be 90% of $700K and a renovation cost of $50K. My renovation plans for the property are as follows. I'll repaint the exterior to a more friendly color such as blue or gray, replace the garage door, replace the exterior doors, add drought-tolerant landscaping, make any sidewalk repairs, replace the sewer connection to the street, renovate the kitchen and bathroom upstairs, renovate the bathroom in the unpermitted space, and change the footprint of the lower level to have a large room downstairs and a more defined laundry area with new framing and drywall. Finally, I'll round it all out by repainting the interior. Some of you may ask, why the sidewalk and sewer repairs? In Oakland, the city has made a point of ensuring that these elements are in working order because many of the homes were built in the early 20th century. Some owners neglect the sidewalk, and the city is working to improve the sewer system by replacing old clay sewer connections that have begun to fail. All of these improvements will provide a nice clean canvas for someone to come in and make the home their own with very light touches or accept it as it is. My target for the list price on the property will be $970,000. For the area, this price is below what most of the comps have sold for and will account for the issues with the freeway and the manufacturing facility. On the flip side, the factors that support my exit strategy assumptions are that I'll be the listing agent selling the property and will keep half of the 6% commission. By offering 3% to the selling broker, this will incentivize agents to drive traffic to the property. In addition, we are currently very low on inventory in this neighborhood. With the many amenities such as good restaurants and shopping, there will be buyers that will be willing to purchase in the neighborhood even though this might not be their top choice in house. Also, it will allow one buyer the opportunity to come in and purchase without a great deal of competition. As you can see from my quick spreadsheet math, I should end up with a profit of $140,000. This will be a great return considering that it will only require about 30 days worth of renovation time. This plan for the property provides flexibility if there's a need to lower the asking price on the property. It also means that if there's a bidding war, I see nothing but increased upside. To sell quickly, I will need to be back on the market in early spring to catch the first wave of springtime buyers. Hopefully this is giving you a good look into how I look at a deal and make decisions. Since this is a quick flip, in a few weeks I'll come back with another video showing you the final acquisition cost numbers as well as the befores and afters on the renovation work. I'll also show you the marketing strategy for how we plan to get out of the property. Feel free to leave any comments or questions in the comment section. So until then, I'll talk to you soon.